Was that Jewel? You want a better team than what you currently have? Look, you have a perfectly good team. I can't really understand what it does, but like, let me tell you how it works, guys. So basically, I mean, Taylor has a team, which is War of 4. She can beat everyone's ass with that. If I get upset or angry or declare war at something, this is the team we're gonna work with. When I do the bullshit series, there's a whole podcast list of videos, which is not really different from anything else I do, but it just happened to be more podcasty, because I don't even show that much when I deal with bullshit. And that's Selena's team. Wow. Yes, Ari has also a very cool team, which is real girls from my school that I've kind of met and try to talk to or whatever, or interact with. And, yeah, the local nonsense that could potentially still matter to this day. Look, they have a lot of points. Where did they get all these points, man? Literally just one. One bond from each girl. That is crazy. They do have like 70 points. Yeah, it's cool. And then there is Jewel team. Not only Jewel team is Jewel herself is like really weak link, the weakest link in the team of Powerpuff Girls. And then there is, you know, Taylor. Technically stronger than Ari? Don't tell me, of course not. Taylor is like the second lowest. And it's not a low-hanging fruit whatsoever. The gap is like 5,500 points. So yeah, Jewel is kind of in the darkness, and literally, because I tried to make this video already, guys. Guess what happened? A blackout for 30 minutes. It turns off my computer instantly. I am not running on a battery. This is not a laptop, which is kind of lame, actually. For 30 minutes, everything could have been, you know, fine. I could have just turned my computer into sleep mode and, like, survived the whole fucking nonsense. But, you know, you get some weird vibes, because blackout is not just in my room, not my apartment. It's literally entire town, so it's something else, you know. The vibe is pretty interesting, and now I have to add it into the video as a bonus, which is kind of crazy. We're talking about Jewel. We're talking about Rebecca Black, that came out with a Blackout series at some point, and Blackout series was actually the last series, the last vlogging YouTube experience that she ever uploaded, and then turned into the dark side, which is very funny, right? I'll show you her channel, so you get the idea.
Funny how history ends in an instant. How something so close can end up so distant.
It would be kind of ironic if this was the Blackout moment, but, you know, you would imagine she would toy with certain concepts of life, as everyone does. They discover different things, especially women, and this is the blacking out. And the last two songs, like, reasonable, not complete darkness, and then there's this nonsense. This one I kind of like, Look at You, kind of at the most normal out of all. Because she's, like, not trying to project anything. Just kind of a lazy way of doing a music video, and it's like the best song in the recent time, which is like 4 months ago. That's cool, you know, her new album and stuff. At least it has good music, but the vibes are weird, I'm not gonna lie. And so yes, it started like 3 years ago. Started with Sweetheart, Do You? It was starting to get weird. And it was actually exact also moment, like 4 years ago, when I discovered her overall and started my own journey of figuring out some crazy things about life. And essentially led me to becoming YouTube CEO. Isn't that cool? But still live in the shadows because, there's millions and millions and millions of people that you have to convince for some reason. You can't just convince your own heart. Now you have to work for it, you have to secure your title. Not very difficult because people don't even know what fucking titles are. They think they just get employed. But, employment is just halfway there. You have to also prove to yourself that you actually want the fucking job in the first place. So it's still a battle. It's a very interesting battle for me personally. But, yeah, in this case, blacking out was the last thing she did as a vlogger. Then she looked into herself, almost. Who let her look like this? Look how ugly she is. And kind of just went downhill. But technically, you can blame this shit on TikTok, lockdowns, that sort of stuff too. Except this shit was happening before that. Or just accelerate, or we just picked up some kind of weird vibe because all of this was just manufactured disaster and the start of the apocalypse as we know it. Who knows, right? We can speculate. It's very fun to have her in the team, except, again, she's the weakest link, so I always have doubts. Do I want to keep her? What's up? And to remove these doubts, I actually created another team. Holy Four. Already linked, by the way, because the Great Divide made me, cry about it. And when I cry, I have to force a link. And basically, now that I linked Jewel, which is the first time in forever, where if you summon 4 girls from a team, you get to summon 5. Jewel, as the leader of the team, actually gets summoned as well, which is kind of cute. It's a very unique feature. I try to avoid that, but if I cry about something, then it had to happen. Alright? That's how it feels like. So, Holy Four is about 4 girls from Hollywood, basically from Disney World, or Nickelodeon, which is technically just a branch of Disney. And each of them have, a unique, powerful quality about them. And at the same time, these are 4 elements, because every single team has to be 4 elements. So water, earth, fire, and wind. I collected them all, guys. But on top of that, every single girl has a different quality, which is Laura still has a successful singing career. The other girls, not so much, alright? Jenette didn't even try, really. She kind of dibble-dabble very early on while she was at Nickelodeon, technically, but I don't know. The only thing she wanted to do, apparently, is to shit on her mom, which is fantastic. Good for her. Not only she shat on her mom, she shat on the Nickelodeon director, Dan Schneider or whatever, and kind of expose something, I guess. But, it's her superpower to bitch about whatever bad things happen and how there shouldn't be such thing as child actors and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, sure, you can look at it from negative perspective, from controversial perspective, and it's still a powerful thing, but obviously the most powerful thing about Jenette is that she was entangled with Ariana, and Ariana literally owns 25% of this number right here. Bumped it by 25%, technically making Jenette golden to begin with. Alright, she has to thank Ariana for that, for even being discovered in the first place. Ariana basically sucked me into this world of, child actors, I guess. First of all, Nickelodeon, but then I checked Selena's work and I realized Victorious is actually surprisingly better than most TV series. And the evaluation would probably be ridiculous. I do have the evaluations, and Victorious is 373, which is absolute insanity for like content evaluations. You must understand. But then Sam and Cat is not far off, but I don't think it would hold up the same way. Victorious is on another level. Like a difference of 70 points is already insane. I only evaluated 4 times, but that's fine. And I will do the same thing with every single girl, because every single girl comes from some kind of TV series that they represent. And so we talked about Jenette. Now Dove Cameron actually wins the craziest competition of all time. The competition of colors. Yes, in Disney World, she was forced to wear a lot of colors, guys. And I can't help myself. It's that one thing I like the most. Alright? You wear colors and you already have my heart for free. Because women just tend not to do that. Women tend not to be girly in the first place, which is why I actually appreciate child actor exploitation, so to speak. You have to exploit human beings because they don't know how to exploit themselves. That is what I've learned about life. You just wouldn't know how to handle your own life. So it's okay to accept exploitation to some extent if it didn't destroy you. It made you stronger, as long as you turned things around, which Dove Cameron just turned into a witch, basically. Just removed all colors, turned into Black Swan immediately. Kind of even worse transformation than Rebecca Black went into. That is scary. But at the same time, she has left so much value potentially for me to look at. I mean, she is the top of the leaderboard right now. Out of Holy Four, these 4 girls, she's literally on the top. This is how impressed I am just by that color thing alone. Alright? And colors also got, 1,000 points recently. Which is also kind of fascinating. And then there's Kira. Why there's Kira? She's very recently just appeared out of nowhere. Got 1,000 points in 1-2 days. It destroyed me, dude. The hottest creature I've ever seen. She could be an example of just how a woman should look like, honestly. I don't know. For me personally, it's just perfection. But besides that, I wasn't really impressed by Thunderman Nickelodeon series, and it was really hard to find as well. So it was hidden somehow. But I found her. I was really impressed. Yes, she's still green, but on the border basically of being golden. And it's gonna happen, guys. So the order is gonna be very simple, clockwise from Laura. Water, earth, fire, wind, the way it's meant to be, and I will spend extra time with Kira because she kind of deserves it potentially. We'll see. So that's the Holy Four. What about Taboo Four? Should I summon the girls? Maybe. I already forgot how to summon, actually. I literally forgot. It has to be one of those buttons. Let me see. Nope, I literally don't know. So, did I not do the summoning ability? That is so weird. I literally have to type in the summon and stuff. But you can just look into the links. Very basic thing. So you have Courtney Miller, which would represent. I'll show you on the graph. The idea behind Taboo 4 was like, well, Jewel is turning into some kind of edgy person out of nowhere, so might as well embrace that, right? You have like the porn thing. Technically, this is an X and an A because I need an A right now. And then you have TikTok, Mastermind, Sniper Wolf, basically. Then you have Vanessa Hutchins, which kind of represents Bikini World, but you must understand it's way more than that. She's kind of like the reject of a Disney princess because she started way too early, and I wouldn't call like High School Musical a big deal. Again, very early, like Vanessa barely exists on the internet, on YouTube. But what she did left, the greatest impact to my life is collaboration with Selena on the movie Spring Breakers, which was also featured in YouTube Rewind 2022. Alright? Because it's just ridiculously weird. I've never seen a movie like this, where actors try to be as sexy as possible in their bikinis, and it's like, what is that? What is that? And why is Selena there? And why I like it so much? Fascinating. Well, Selena left the movie very early on. She was uncomfortable, not as an actress. Well, but that was her role, to leave the movie. That was she acted that out. And that's a very nice thing to see her like this. Like, that was really sweet. To see her uncomfortable with the whole thing, but for her to just try the whole thing out. Just like fit in perfectly. But at the same time, she wasn't shy enough to do the photo shoots and stuff, and it's just the most memorable thing ever. So yeah, that movie just creates a whole perspective on the background of Vanessa, basically. And every other movie pales in comparison, I would say. It's not really a movie. It's just some kind of sexy thing, for girls to do, which is very edgy, Another edgy thing. Why is Sniper Wolf edgy? Because she's just fucking weird. Like, she stands out as, like, the best YouTuber, technically, gets the most views, but all she does is just reacts to TikToks. And it's like, anyone can do that. So what is going on, right? And even, like, Aziland, who does the same thing as Sniper Wolf, couldn't really get as much success. But Sniper Wolf just does it very professionally now, after all these years, and kind of proved her worth. The funny thing about Aziland and Sniper Wolf relationship is that they kind of started dabbling into TikTok at the same time, or making reaction content, which is like weird stuff, man. It still baffles to me to this day. They started at the same time, basically. Literally at the same time. It's almost you cannot even tell which one started first. But, Aziland is probably the copycat. As per usual. Water people, But, who cares? Who cares who's the copycat and who's the original? What matters is who does it better, And the story is not over yet. So Sniper Wolf is just a very mysterious creature with a lot of backstory and, well, YouTube entanglement as well. It's probably the unique thing. Like, you can call Belle Delphine, which is the representation of, porn industry, on YouTube, kind of. See, porn becomes very edgy, because when it starts existing on the platform. Alright? And Belle Delphine kind of brought it up, gave voice to porn almost. Created this lewd economy of like OnlyFans and stuff. Almost like inspiring the whole movement. You know, maybe Andrew Tate should bow down to Belle Delphine because maybe she fucking started the whole fucking thing, sparkled OnlyFans into existence, and here comes the. But no, Andrew Tate was dealing with, some old school shit. You know, he's an old dude. Of course, he's not. No, let's not even talk about it. And then there is the comedy. And for some reason, well, we have an X, so might as well have an O over here, but we can turn it into a C. And we have comedy, which is Courtney Miller representation, alright? Obviously I take the most powerful and make sure that it's all 4 elements. So I collected a pretty interesting team, I'm not gonna lie. It's very interesting. Wait, why is the X so terrible? Why did I left that way? And now, if you combine, it's taboo, boys. Just like that. Just need to add another O for some reason. But you have that. Very nice. Now, why comedy is edgy? Because you laugh until you cry. And I mean, you look at Smosh and where Smosh is going, straight into the dumpster, basically. And kind of Courtney just recently hinted that it's Defy Media's fault. Somehow they had money and they don't have money anymore to make short skits and have all these outfits ready and like put a lot of effort into a 5-minute video. Basically, they don't have the luxury to do that, which is very funny because they slowly dibble-dabble into my territory of just literally just ranting as a way of comedy. And good luck not hitting rock bottom, because I control this fucking place. But that's what's edgy, you know. The edginess just seeps from these girls if you combine them together. Maybe Sniper Wolf is the least one, but TikTok is edginess as well. And I would almost contribute Jules' transformation because of TikTok, because she was able to like communicate with people over the internet, and people on the internet, they're like manipulating, alright? They like to spread their disease. They like to spread false information of how life works. Because you're in the comfort of your home or in the comfort of your just bubble, your world, and you can project any sort of values you want without getting challenged. That's what TikTok is about sometimes. You can just get stuck in other people's worldview that has never been challenged. And this LGBTQ nonsense, or coloring your hair nonsense sometimes, without a good reason, to trying to change your image, but it never really changed. I mean, it sucks. It sucks that Jewel got sucked into that shit, and it's really hard to get out. So TikTok, as cool as it is for me personally, and, you know, this edgy stuff, I can fully control that, but other people have to stare into abyss a little bit too long, and they get thoughts of suicide, and thoughts of suicide can be anything, alright? That's what edgy content is about. It's about every now and then, once a week, you know, you have those awesome thoughts of suicide, so might as well make it a Friday song about it, am I right? Might as well turn it into a party, into an event. Why would you have that? Again, because you're on the edge. You will always question yourself, am I doing the right thing, or am I losing my mind? You will always ask this question. So I have created the Taboo 4, which is not very inspiring, unfortunately. There's nothing for me to do. What is there for me to explore? I already do TikTok stuff, but I call it the Fuss series. And what am I supposed to do with Sniper Wolf? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Courtney right now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Vanessa. I technically know what to do with porn, but I don't want to do it. You know, it's a very tough thing to talk about, and an experience to subject myself into, and potentially I don't even want to do that. So this theme, as cool as it is, it's too edgy. There's not many ideas on the edge, all right? It seems cool to reach the edge, and you can flex about it. But what do I do there? It's kind of a barren wasteland. There's no good ideas. And just looking at things of how they... What is the downfall? You can do investigations, of course, of how other people treat the edge and how it feels like overall. But it's best, I think, to focus on something way more powerful, which is something in the middle, straight in the middle, which I have an appreciation for Hollywood, even though I come from a background of listening to conspiracy theories a little bit too much. And conspiracy theorists always like to trash Hollywood for indoctrination and stuff like that, which, fuck off, alright? I don't give a fuck about your stupid suspicions that grow into fear and nonsense. I just genuinely like the girls that made out and potentially still have careers past their, prime childhood actress nonsense. But you can still call them Disney princesses coming together. And the reason why I like this so much is, yes, Jewel now is edgy, but back in a day, maybe she could have turned into something beautiful and retain that. Or she could come back to life, which is what holiness is all about. Even if you lose yourself, you can still come back to life and just transform back into a wonderful creature. And it's not that difficult. And that's what kind of, pushed me to cry as well. Because it would be really beautiful to actually get that thing to happen. And all these girls could contribute, potentially, and show me different ways you can come back to life, and all the different aspects that you need to figure out about life. So yeah, that's the team. I don't have to explain. They have their own TV series. They can explain that shit themselves. And that's what we're going to be doing right now. While Taboo 4 will shut the fuck up, Holy 4 is going to have to, prove its worth. It's going to be fantastic. It's already proven its worth because of the bond between Jewel and the team. Because of this bond, of me crying about it, it already has proven its worth. So the only question I have is just what evaluation each girl has on their TV series, just out of curiosity. Which series I like the most, basically. I will ask myself that, and on top of that, it's a little bit complicated because I will have to put the evaluations in the Nickelodeon Disney section. So we have to summon that shit. Jenette and Kira, I believe, is Nickelodeon. And Laura and Dove, Disney. That's what I've learned so far. You can see these juggernauts are not far off from each other as well. And I would prefer Nickelodeon, but it's a weird one. It's weird. There's a lot of Disney... And Disney, again, Nickelodeon is technically just a branch out somehow. I'm not sure the full story, but that's what I've collected. So that's that. We know where to start. We know what to do. I already cut the vibe. Plus additional vibe of the blackout. 30-minute blackout in my entire town. And it's like, what happened? Yeah, this is a 30-minute introduction already. But I think it's worth it to, understand the concept that I'm trying to, put together. The holy, bro. The landing spot, basically, for lost souls. that want to find their home. That's some cool stuff, right? And yeah, that's how I want to treat Jewel. Again, I want Jewel to be successful and not be the weakest link, to not stand out as like the weakest person. And another reason why Hollywood should be one of her teams. If she can have both, I don't care. But this should be probably more relevant. And the reason for that, not only because she needs to find her home and stuff, and resurrect her good vibes, but you know, she could also turn herself into Disney princess by just hanging out with the other girls or just getting the vibes required. So, which is technically the resurrection process, but, you know, the only girl that would be left out would be Taylor. And I don't know what to do with her, but who cares, alright? You don't have to be a Disney princess sometimes. Lol. No, it's very cool. Technically, like Jewel does not have a full spectrum, full idea of how the industry works, and she needs to grasp it as best as she can. So that would probably be very helpful for her to like entangle into this nonsense. That's why she will have this team. All right, the ultimate resurrection for herself, and then potentially for other people. I don't know who needs help to find their home. Let's see. All right, so again, I start with Laura. For some reason, the pilot episode is 6 minutes long. I don't understand. But let's start evaluation, guys. I am very excited about this. This is a big episode, all right? This is a big one. When it requires 30 minutes for introduction, and on top of that, you get a blackout vibe, which is a weird one. I would like to explain what a blackout vibe is, but like in the middle of the night, all electricity is gone. You don't know how long it's gonna last. You don't know what kind of fucking zombie apocalypse it could turn into, or how many problems it could cause. Can you go to the shop? Do you have to check out the freezer and eat all the food from the freezer? All these little fucking problems will start piling up. Like, how do I communicate with my mom? What do I do with all this free time from the internet? Disconnected. Like, all these little things that happen in the blackout that I had to think about for those 30 minutes. Scare myself, you know, for the potential dangers that I, you know, might need to face as a man. Stand up for myself and stuff. And just go to the store the next day. Literally 10 hours later, I will have to visit the store, which is the most terrifying experience. It's called touch the grass moment, where you have to face reality. And if it's dirty, if there's a blackout going on, if there's extra people who are upset, it's just gonna make things a lot more ugly, you know? It's not like I'm living in a dangerous place. I'm becoming dangerous. I'm becoming dangerous. Almost to myself, but I try to, you know, disconnect that part. But like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to mess with anyone. I can say some weird shit out of nowhere as my self-defense, and it could just suck me into some weird shit. So I have to be ready for anything. I am becoming dangerous. Alright, powerful, dangerous, and stuff like that. So I have to acknowledge that as well. That was the blackout experience. Now we can do the evaluation. The funny thing about evaluation is it looks like this. Now it has its own timer and points, so I don't have to fucking mess around too much by summoning, you know, a separate timer and stuff. It's just all in one place. Fantastic, you know. It's like there's so much empty space when you just size it up like this, blow up the size. Like, I have to use it. It was just a natural occurrence for me to do that. So It is a smaller timer, but like, fuck it, bro. It's not that much smaller. All right, look at the numbers. Maybe like 40% smaller. I don't give a fuck. And it's not like timer is even relevant whatsoever. You know. So that's funny as well. Alright, let's begin, boys. Again, I'm not looking for 300 points. I'm not even looking for 200 points. But somewhat reasonable would be like 180 points and a little bit higher. You know, 180 points, something like that. Yes. Victorious is just blowing everything out of waters. I don't know what's going on. I'm just very fascinated by the show. How did they made it happen? Where did they get the vibe for I have so many questions, guys, because it's perfection. I will always talk about it. If people bring up what is your favorite TV show, like I have one now. It's fascinating. But let's go. All right, and I love being like dragged into these things where like I like the girls so much. Also, Laura has a very interesting background as well. I found her not as an, again, Disney person or anything, but she just made a Miraculous Ladybug song, which I needed the vibe for, because I just looked up some Ladybug stuff and I just found that Miraculous Ladybug series and stuff, and she made a song about it, or was featured in it as a lead, and I was like, I just checked her out and her content was also pretty good. And again, she actually stands out as the only person that is still singing successfully, I would say. I can't say that Dove Cameron, just because she's like popular, has great songs. No. Laura has the vibe, everything checks out. She's in Descent into Darkness. It's all great stuff, alright? So that's the background. I don't think I will have to explain anything else. I'll just do evaluations, show you guys some highlights. Let's distribute the shit all over the place. I want to get rid of all this time I've accumulated. Let's begin, guys. Oh yeah, and the final part, I will probably focus on 4 evaluations. Watching the pilot episode, and then 2 episodes from each season. That's kind of the idea. We'll see how that works out. So with Jenette, it's going to be iCarly. With Kira, it's obviously Thunderman and Dove Cameron. It actually has 2 series, but I prefer the one where she's colorful. I want to explore more of that instead of the Descendants or whatever. Doesn't appeal to me as much. Because, she's now on top of the color pyramid, and it just blows my mind. How did she got here? The final boss was Nicki Minaj, alright? And because I'm racist, technically I just remove Nicki Minaj if there's a competitor to begin with. Just Dove wins automatically. The final boss is just, you reach the final boss, that means you win. Alright? If you can match her power level, congratulations. Obviously, Dove actually lost her, vibe, but she still had generated so much of it, and, I will always prefer to be racist, unfortunately, to like white women, guys. I don't know why. I'm not gonna try and explain why. No, not the blackout again. Well, yeah, what is the actual size of the episode? Tell me. I only got 6 minutes for the pilot. That's so evil, man. Or this one does not even work. Yeah, that's what you have to deal with sometimes. Alright, so third one. Yeah, also, it's fascinating. I probably struggled with Victorious as well to find the right place to watch this shit. But yeah, it's always fascinating how broken it is sometimes. But I'll take what I can get as easy as possible, so I don't have to scratch my head. I'm not like desperate to watch the entire thing and binge. I just want to take the taste, get the vibe. What is Laura doing and every other girl? What is her role and stuff like that? To understand how, if I can bond them closer to the team, that's even more cooler. But overall, it's like understanding their roles and what they like to do and how they were presented. That's cool stuff, right? That's what kind of like they're known for, at least 50% of the time. Because they still have futures ahead of them. Wow, isn't that cool? We don't know what's gonna happen. Because even I have a ridiculously unstable future. Who knows? I'm scared, guys. My channel is growing 20%, 10% at least. Just in watch time. Which is the most important metric of how interested people are in my content. You know. It is a big deal to have a future like that. I have to restart everything, but let's keep going. Alright, so I watched the full episode, right? And it's pretty funny and interesting. And it ends with the song. Kind of like ending vibes. Like, very wholesome so far. Like, very good impressions. And, it seems like the flavor is more or less comedy based. It's still really hard to tell how they're gonna craft all the plots. But it's just like 4 characters where nothing really interferes too much. Unless, again, for comedic value. So that's interesting. Yeah, it's for now rivaling Victorious, which is crazy to think about it. I'm sure that's not gonna happen, right? It's not gonna impress me too much. But yeah, like this seemingly very good. There's some weird Easter egg. So I know Laura from Ladybug, right?
No fun when you're doing it solo.
You can see the color she's changing into. From red to black. And that's it. Just 2 colors. You would think she would change, like, more than that. Nope. Do other characters change more colors? Probably not. I mean, it should be symmetrical. Yeah, but there's some weird shit, right? There's some weird Easter egg, I'm not gonna lie. It immediately made me think, like, what if the fucking water creatures? Because Ari and Victoria were water personalities. Is that what makes these shows so spicy? You know? Was that the recipe? The American way? You know? Because it seems like it checks out so far. Because this is impressive, alright? Like, you would expect 250, but 350? What? Come on, man.
Trent, how long?
It is kind of the superpower of water people to embrace the power of society. And the best way to, you know, entangle everyone else watching is like, look how funny it is, you know? Look how much fun we're having, so to speak. It's definitely fascinating stuff. I don't know, I'm still tripping because, like, it's been a long time since I've seen a sitcom and stuff. So yeah, the evaluation is ridiculously high, but maybe it will stop. I have nothing to say necessarily, just, you know, teenage drama and stuff, but there's a lot of, details that I catch that I can't really even explain too much. But, it's just psychological shit that gets thrown in there. No longer comedy, though. Now it's more dramatic and, even like this episode, I'll take like episode 5 and 10. I will try at least. Episode 5 got cut in half. This one seemed to start off a little bit and blurry. Like, I don't know. Is this what you get, guys? But, yeah, so her name is Allie, which is interesting. Austin and Allie starts with an A. I don't know. It's annoying because Ari also starts with an A, and again, water everywhere. But anyways, so basically, Austin has to decide between Allie and some black girl, and I feel racist all the time watching this. That's probably why I click all the time. Literally trying to understand why the fuck they add these trope black people in here. Where's the girlfriend, guys? Where is it? That's so fun that it actually, like, works this way. I mean, her, right? And the funny thing is, her name is goddamn Kira, bro. You can't make this shit up. This is some weird shit. So I'm tripping balls. I don't understand what's going on. The reason why I say I feel racist watching this, even more so than usually. Also, I even have this, grow some racism or something. I can do that. But, the 5th episode features a black dude stealing the song and becoming a rival of Austin. And in this episode is the same thing. There's another rival, black girl, rivaling Allie now. And it's like, what is this shit? I don't get it, bro. It's almost like I don't want to see this, but like, I'll watch it. I have to. It's so weird, man. What the hell? It kind of pisses me off that the introductions, these things, they're the same for like 3 seasons, probably all of the seasons. Guys, you've been making this shit for like 4 years. Didn't vibe change at all? Intentions change? Why? Their looks change. They're growing up really fast. Why would you keep the same fucking intro? That one, I can't wrap my head around. This nasty, bro. And yes, most TV shows do that thing, but like, it's like one. Do they all just act? No, they grow up on this show. Like, it has to be those 4 years, right? Oh my god, it pisses me off. Let's continue, guys. Yeah, I wasn't vibing, especially with the Christmas thingy. This is just weird. There's no plot, really. It's just some weird competition. Mix-up of dolls that's supposed to look like Austin. Which is so weird. And every children wants one of those dolls, guys. Isn't that fantastic? Alright, so that sucked. As you can tell. And that's what I expected. But actually not really, because, later seasons you expect them to improve over time. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but let's see if the pattern continues and it keeps getting worse.
I'm stuck on you.
It does seem like the Mccurdy turned comedy into just psychological drama, dude. I don't know what's going on. He just got nervous, and it's like, you can do it. You don't have to feel. I don't know, man. Some bullshit. Cheerleading nonsense. Literally. Well, he failed like one time. And I guess he's trying to impress this guy, but like, who fucking cares, man? I still don't know who that guy is and what he's trying to achieve. But, I guess that's what I get for chopping away the context, right? I don't know. But they don't focus on, comedy anymore that much. Or I don't feel the comedy. Especially after I get to know the characters and they want to just dig deeper into their personalities, I guess. So that's that. It's better than when they just introduce completely random characters. Alright. Or they try to do cringe comedy. I don't know. That was that. This one's better. But it's not the introduction phase where they just ran away with anything, bro. It's almost like they were making smart jokes, but like now it's serious and it's kind of lame. Cause like if you can make fun of something, it's like easy points. Like I'm easily attracted to that. But if you make it too serious, it has to be like really fucking genius for me to care.
God, you're the perfect chord, and I see our names together.
We got a new. Why? They stabbed me in the face. Fourth season, bro. Right after I complained. Man, I get the vibe perfectly. And at the same time, I don't. Because I don't know what's gonna happen, right? But like, what? Fuck me, bro. Oh my god. It hurts, man. Because, consuming content is it's not painless and the harmless thing to do, Your brain keeps exploring new concepts. And obviously this American glory of like feeling like every single human being out there is like a trophy that, well, created themselves as such, and I'm like very interested and very drawn into that. But yeah, it's too complicated. I'm not gonna get into that because I have to deal with a completely different realm of. Oh look, I'm in this strategic world of Europe, where I have to, I don't know, make very weird moves to be able to even comprehend what the fuck is going on. Learn languages, bro. Like this is exhausting. This shit is exhausting. All right, it's much easier to just sit back and relax and look at what winners are doing. But it's even crazier when you just accidentally become a winner yourself, and it's like, I guess I have responsibilities now. And I can't understand shit no matter how long I fucking think about it, but like, okay, that's cool. And I can't relate to anyone or talk to anyone. Or, well, that's the weird part, right? Because everything you see is technically still fake. It's just, it looks like a lot of effort, though. But it's not one human being doing everything, so I can't relate, And yes, that's Becky G for some reason, randomly as the end. Not. Laura did not transform into this. I don't know what the ending. Is that it? Wait, what? What? Oh, there's just some flash screen or whatever. Also, they were apparently dating since some point. I mean, since the very beginning, I like the third episode, right? Like, they started bonding really badly, dude. That was the whole idea, I guess. You know, that I don't know why. Technically, I know why. Because literally in Victorious, there's the same idea that Ari had a lot of boyfriends, but not really. You know, it's like, what? That's how it felt. Or, well, kind of. Because, like, no one else really had a relationship. It felt like uh, Jade's and Beck's relationship was like just the thing, you know, that they were born with during the show, right? But no one else were making fake relationships besides Ari, dude. Or like outside of range, you know. Like Ari was like fucking misfit the whole time. So weird. Anyways, so that aside, we're gonna go to the next person, but first we're gonna give her the evaluation. I guess I can give her like personally, but not really. A and A. How do I call this? So that's the evaluation 311. That is quite fascinating. I mean, it should be pretty high. Like, people put effort into this. There's a lot of actors in here. But it's just unstable, man. You never know when you're gonna hit the spot. You're gonna make the right jokes or put the script together. I don't know what it takes. I don't know the behind the scenes thing. Which is what makes this whole thing so weird, right? When I watch this, my immediate reaction is the fucking 50-50 split. Give me sanity to understand what's going on, how people feel with each other and stuff like that. So technically it would be behind the scenes, but it's like, oh, but I would have to break character if I show you behind the scenes. Yeah, I know it's not American thing to do, but you still fucking have to do it. And yes, I'm sure there's the rest of the world that can offer us something enlightening, but I don't see it, alright? The best I could have done in my lifetime is figure out what Americans are up to. I will definitely burn my eyes out if I look at Russia or India. My eyes will start burning. And I can't even see China. It's too far away. It has a wall. So I don't know what the rest of the world is up to be honest. So I can give you this 50-50 deal. Sanity. If there's more things to stack, of course, I'll agree. Anyways. So, I think I'll just put it in Disney. Ian Alley, I'll just do that. Seems pretty basic. I could just do Austin. Alright. So that was that. Pretty decent. Let's see how others fare. And let's see if I can get some sleep. I don't know. I don't know what I want to... Like, my body is just dying. Like, I can't reach 800 anymore. As I normally would want to. But that's, like, very difficult to do. You have to do a lot of shit, man. But my body's like super confused on what to do, on how much energy it has. Like, how do I strategize? Like, I probably have to meditate quite a bit on this thing to make myself more efficient. You tell me there's 7 seasons of this shit. Oh my god. Oh. Let's jump in. 1 episode per I can't do any more than that. Oh my god.
Before you start drooling.
You gotta love the fact that Nickelodeon just fucking fixed their names. Their goddamn horrible names. I double fix it because it's like Cat and Sam combined together. It's fucking fascinating. But like Miranda, dude, I will still bitch about it. But like iCarly, way better. I would buy that instead of an iPhone now. Easy, bro. It sounds like technology to me.
Sometimes my mother laughs.
Yeah, so I'm kind of getting the vibe already of what this show is about. And it's trying to be comedic, but it's more like cringe, nonsense type of thing. Right now, the pilot episode, I believe, I hope. You're never sure with these things. But, oh no. I don't think it's a pilot. No! Yeah, it's probably the last one. But, so this episode is like, oh, a teacher broke up with someone and now she's gonna be mad on the whole class. And then, iCarly's, brother started dating the teacher and she's great again. And then, it's so stupid. It's like, I don't get it, bro. Oh, I can't do the magical thing. Can barely. So yeah, like, he's trying to like defend iCarly for being sassy in class. But of course you have to be sassy against abusive teacher. And then they kind of connect. But there's like basically a storyline the whole time, which is like unusual one as well. It's not like between like 4 characters as we saw previously. It's like a completely new character technically introduced, I would imagine. But all the comedy is like cringe because it's like, it's very uncomfortable. Everything that happens. It's not trying to be funny, guys.
Sometimes certain little girls' brothers dump you for no good reason.
Miss Ackerman, I didn't mean
There's
to.
no talking during the quiz.
But it's not my
That
fault.
tears it. You give me 100 jumping jacks.
Huh?
And so she does jumping jacks.
Drop your nut.
Yeah. Now you understand what I'm talking about when it's like really uncomfortable. Maybe it's just 1 episode, but like it's like the last one too. Or I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Also, every episode starts with I because that's how life works, guys. Sometimes. I know the Dove Cameron episodes like end with Rooney and stuff. So this one is like mild in comparison. Mild. Putting I. I guess it's flavor. I don't know.
You guys are up to something, and I don't want to.
They say a lot of people watch iCarly.
And sometimes
We make sure.
What was the point of all this? Now she's just gonna be mean and vicious to you guys at school.
I don't know.
A lot of people watch iCarly.
What? I have never what? How does that work? Guys, they're breaking the fourth wall. I'm scared. They're gonna break in from the computer screen. Oh my god. 3 points for this shit. Oh my, what is happening? There's iCarly within iCarly universe. I'm confused. I'm scared. No! Sam, what did you do?
And sometimes.
Oh my god. This is torture, man. She wore pink. She wore stripes, man. Why can't Sam be just like her? Oh my god. Anyways, that sums up the evaluation, which is another great, exact same story, except different vibe, I guess. And then some colors in the background. Oh my god. The torture. Now my expectations are to be tortured and to cringe a lot. Let's go to season 2. But I'll check episode 5 this time specifically. Again, it's a fucking miracle if you wake up one day and it's like, oh, I was a child actor for like 10 years or whatever. Yes, Jenette had to go through a lot more acting shit than just whatever this thing is. But complaining about it is weird, man. You went through that, you got your bag. You can even potentially retire at this point and just write books of how much you hate your mom or some bullshit like that. I don't know, bro. How much you hate everything. You can start hating for a living. I mean, no one can actually do that except for these celebrities. They can just go downhill smoothly. Potentially into just a decent relationship. Anyways, it's not like straight to hell. So yeah, anyone would love to wake up one day and be like, oh, I've been asleep, but I was like doing this acting gig, guys. Obviously, she might convince me otherwise, that she was tortured. Showing feet is a very terrifying experience, I believe. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't even care that much, because she deleted her podcast, because, like, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess your opinion is garbage. It's better have books than podcasts. Stuff like that. So yeah, it's very controversial person. I'm not gonna lie. Very controversial. Because I'm just trying to enjoy a show right now. And bad thoughts are now gonna come in and compromise this shit. But if you don't appreciate the job that you have been doing, like, I understand I've done my little project, dealing with Minecraft. Made a special little thing in Minecraft that people enjoyed. And I have to, like, let it go and move on from it. It's not gonna start hating it. Obviously, it's because, like, I made choices, but there's a lot of things to hate. And honestly, I kind of love hating it too. But when you... And, it seems a little bit pathetic when your option to retain fame is hating on things. That's a little bit lame, but she can do that. When I hate on things, no one cares. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. So again, very interesting contrast when you have reputation to spend. Very interesting contrast of what the things you can do and still earn money from that shit, you know? So the privilege she has, she can't even fucking comprehend, bro. You can't comprehend. You would sell your soul immediately, bro, to become a child actor. Regardless of what Jenette thinks. You would sell your fucking soul. You could just rewind time and sell yourself as a child actor. I wouldn't fucking mind, potentially. But obviously, like, there's ups and downs to everything. And you're gonna be haunted by your memories, technically. But let's keep going. Just some backstory, just additional backstory from this little thing.
Hey, we gotta be at the airport in 45 minutes.
Shit, bro.
And we're
You got everything. You got foot fetish in there. You got
Well, tell
vaccination.
I want to get my heel.
Come on now.
I have a spatula.
You're just not figuring that out? Just a few more, Freddie.
No,
You need to be vaccinated.
but you've already given me 11 shots.
Yes, you're halfway done. Come here.
No.
Freddie, come on now.
What is happening? I'm telling you, this is some cringe overload, bro. My brain is about to explode. I did not expect that. I have never seen that before. It's purple. The magic. Oh my god. Yeah, that is not what I ever expected, guys, to receive.
Make the decisions, all right?
Party with Victorious, but only 12 episodes? Let's check it out. Double episode. I'll take that. Victorious? You tell me anything is Victorious, I'll do it, man. I'll do it. Wait, it's not working. Oh my god. I got teased again, guys. Maybe one day. Wow, this is some emotional shit. I didn't cry, but like, damn. That's what cringe comedy can culminate into, I guess. Like, Laura at some point made me laugh, right? No, it was still iCarly. Because there was iCarly within iCarly, man. Oh my god. I don't think I laughed with Laura. But this one's emotional, dude. When it works, obviously. Alright, guys, I juiced up my, daily quest. It's time to complete that. I'm not giving bonuses, though. You must understand. I'm gonna be a rude boy. We're almost in the end. Like, is this... Oh, season 5. So we're not even close. No, it's... I'm not sure. Like 3 videos. 3.5. I mean 2.5. Let's see it, boys. Let's see how they fare against distractions. Wait for it. Wait for it, guys. Wait for it. Please. Look at this power level.
These dry skins a lesson.
A lesson. Bam, dude. Look at these. This ship is 5-5 now, bro. Holy Jesus. Eat this, dry skins. Alright, guys. I need to feed some nightmares. So they eat some candy and they have a deep voice. This just random scene, dude.
Don't be afraid. I just want to eat you.
Oh my god. Well, nightmares forever. Well, episode 10 doesn't work. It's so weird, bro. Let's do 11 and wrap this up, boys. I could look at the last episode, but who cares, man? I have my ways of doing things.
70 plus 30.
Isn't it weird that I'm watching an episode where Sam is trying to bail her mom out of some kind of infraction she had? Needs $2,500, man. And collecting taxes from other people now. Oh boy. That is pretty ironic, but I don't know. Why is this the last episode I have to watch, man? What? I want the sushi girl now. Sushi girl. You will not understand, but I want it. More than this, whatever is happening right now.
You worried about your mother?
Yeah, I hate to think of her locked up in that jail cell. Because, you know, she's my mom. Even if she is just a big, wrinkled sack of junk.
Isn't it fucking weird, man? It's so weird.
Use your teeth.
Oh, man, the well-known pawn shop. Is it in Vegas as well? What the
Good
fuck?
call. I was kidding.
Sorry, I can't concentrate. I have 3 health left after my opponent spends 6 mana. Oh. He spent 7 mana. Yeah, this game is a little bit fucked up in the head sometimes. So that was... I actually potentially can survive this.
I'll do what I can.
If I fucking win this, holy Jesus, man. No, I just lost. Wow. Oh, he doesn't know how to trade, though, which is fascinating. But I don't have taunts anymore, so I lose. Now I have taunts, guys, so I swear, dude, if I win this, holy Jesus. I'll do absolutely nothing about it. Oh my god, this is some crazy shit. There's no way I win. He's just gonna create a rush creature or just see breakthrough. And I'm gone. Now I have to heal or I lose. It's such a cancer, bro. What the fuck, man? It was fun while it lasted. If I could, like, return this to my hand, it would be fucking possible. Oh, wow. Actually, I still haven't lost. Like, I haven't lost. What? But I will not be able to heal, and it's so painful. It's so fucking painful. I have to do this, then. The pain and suffering. I probably should have... Oh my god. I absolutely should have... left the shackle and just try to kill this by buffing it. But no. Fucking lost anyways, bro! I swear, bro, what the fuck, man? You try so hard and not so far. Oh my god. What a cancer, bro. What the fuck? I'll give extra point for no reason. I'm not too excited. Obviously, I'm just getting tired. I'll watch way too much shit at this point. But this has like 7 evaluations, which also I'm gonna link. Jenette a little bit, like that. I'll give another one. 324 points from Nickelodeon. And now, the magical math moment, which should give us a shitty result, but I'm not dissatisfied. I put it in the background, so like, divide by 7, 260, which is kind of the expected result for TV shows, man. The way I want to treat them and feel about them. And it is a little bit boring, but it's a different vibe, where they're trying to tell more of a story, something has to happen, like, actually, and they're not just, like, in one fucking place talking to each other. Like, there's driving going on. Again, there's the pawn shop stuff, in and out. I mean, there's a lot of action. And that's kind of the theme most of the time. Or maybe even accelerated into this. It's still cringe comedy because it makes you very uncomfortable. Because very weird stuff constantly happens, and like this mom thing, bailing out the mom, they don't actually show the ending of them doing that, which is completely fine, but just bumping into an episode like this, that is traumatic episode, I'm not gonna lie. Just the mere mention that Sam has a mom is like, it's a traumatic experience, alright? I don't know how you sit through that. I don't know how they crafted that shit. I don't know. Sounds like the actual abuse. Anyways, let's move on to the next actual abuse. We can... Wait. I don't know why I'm building a deck when I'm not really willing to play right now. 1 second, guys. Yes, the sushi girl. Thank you very much. Alright. So next up, a thing that has absolutely no value potentially, but having colors is still gonna destroy my life. Stop wearing colors. Stop getting that much attention. Please, love, spare me. Well, it's never gonna happen. And she's kind of blonde and cute back in the day. Like, irresistible. You can do literally whatever you want in your TV show. It doesn't matter. But we'll see how, you know, how many points she can generate in conjunction with her TV show. I don't know. Let's see it. Liv and Maddie up next. See, everything has Rooney in it. I don't understand. Also, I guess she's so cute, they had to make 2 of them at once. The cuter version and the nerdier version. I don't understand, guys. I just... What? Or I understand this so very well that I can't believe it. Alright. Yeah, that's the premise of Liv and Maddie. Somehow there's 2 of them. Why? Yeah, and so it begins. Wow. There's no colors and I'm already impressed. Technically, it's not a color, right? Damn, bro.
Your audition tape and you.
So somehow there's Liv and Maddie. And A Half I'll Never Be is in the introduction song. Yeah, she will never be mad. Is that the joke? She will never be a nerd? And that's what's keeping her maybe in check? And not turning her into a Disney princess, and the moment she escapes the Disney world, I want to be the darkest, burnt out charcoal creature ever, man. That's what I want to get rid of that. But it sometimes happens. It happened with Emma Watson. It happened with Miley Cyrus. There might be more that I don't know, but for some reason they escaped this thing and they killed their image immediately. But this one is really offensive to kill. Man, I'm offended. This one makes me cry, bro. And again, maybe they knew how to keep her in check as well. I don't know. Because you never know what actually is happening behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. Like, you would see the behind the scenes, maybe people would explain how they came up with something, but like the core idea of Liv and Maddie, how they came up with the names, and sometimes even they themselves wouldn't even know. But I just feel that there's always some kind of mastermind behind these fucking big projects. And big decisions, like style decisions and maybe storyline decisions, but like, I just let it slide. Whatever happens, happens, you know, because we'll never know. We'll never know if there's a mastermind. I can be the mastermind. I can hijack all these crazy concepts. Yeah, so the flavor, the additional flavor is that people actually share their intentions while they're being fake, which is such a fire thing to do, to be fake, but at the same time, you get to at least see their intentions, right?
I'm gonna play with Joey till I break him.
I'll break him, okay?
Time with my big bro on Christmas Eve?
Let's go.
Bet.
Yeah. That's weird. That's a weird flavor as well.
The subsets as well. So that's kind of nice. So
yeah, don't ask me why I watched this video. I'm not gonna do that anymore. This is Dice, guys. It's Dice. He solved it. He solved the problem that we had. You know? Fucking mathematicians, dude. They lose their minds so quickly.
Of ICarly, now in the form of a more...
Yeah, that's interesting. Also, shockingly different. Well, there's no Sam anymore. Interesting. I should evaluate this, but I'll leave it for later, guys. To tease you guys. I'll just move on. It's not that relevant, because, like, if Sam is not there, then what the fuck is the point? Am I right? Now I have to, like, actually care about Miranda here. So, you get the idea. I gotta get lured into watching this shit. Alright, let's continue.
For an entire week.
So what is the vibe, guys? What is the... It's just a lot of nonsense. I can't be invested in this, I swear. And I kind of knew, because I watched a little bit of this, and never got hooked to any... It's just a bunch of random nonsense. Randomness, guys. How could it be so predictable? Every single girl has the same vibe as the show, which is like weird. Randomness is also a fire thing, by the way. What is happening, bro? The main part that's super random is that there's no main storyline. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing and has their own stories, and it's all mixed up and weird. And even the main star herself can split into two and have two stories going at once. It's weird, alright? One reason for this is it's all just a big family, so they have to like split up and do their own thing in the outside world, and I can't keep up with this shit. I'm just invested into one person that's split in two, and it's technically still just one, the hotter one, alright? So, yeah, there's no real value in watching this either. But the question is then, I need extra vibes. I can't just be like addicted to colors the whole time, you know? I want to know the person better. That's the challenge.
What? Tissue? Tea?
Yeah, so they have a fever, and guess what a fever does to them? It makes them even more random. Holy shit. Liv is tripping, and she's like doing random bell sounds, hoping that it means something to the dad. Oh my god. I hate this so much. I can't stand this. Oh my god. No wonder Dove went crazy. Holy shit. Oh my god! Oh my god!
What?
Immediately.
Tissue,
1, 2,
tea,
3.
Cough drop.
What do you...
If you loved me, you would know.
Oh my god, if you loved me. Shut the fuck up. I hate this shit, bro. But maybe I like her crying. Maybe that's the spot. It's so sad. Is that all I'm gonna get, man?
Hey, girls.
That's it. A few frames. Far, far away. I watched like 4 episodes already. Oh my god. Yeah, it's... I don't like it, as you can see. I don't even... Like, I can't even catch the point of the show. Like, there's nothing funny, it's just randomness, bro. It's so disappointing. But at the same time, you know, trap is a trap. You gotta respect the trap. Whatever I'm attracted to, man. They just put a pretty girl and surrounded her by a bunch of randomness and split her in two. I can't forget that fact, obviously, because it's supposed to mean something, and it does mean something, but like sexually it means something, and it's like weird, but it's just seemingly just another random thing, and maybe that's the joke, you know. Make up your own mind how to use that shit. Okay. I'm too stupid to do that, though. Very, very good stuff, though, here. It feels like they did the same thing where the 4th season has a different opening. Maybe I'm just... No, it literally did the same thing. What? What's up with that? Also, it kind of keeps getting worse, as you can tell. So now the last season gonna get evaluated. Wish it luck. I mean, that's how it's supposed to go. I get more and more bored. And if it is bad, it gets worse. Just like that. It's just kind of the natural way of things. Alright, so what if I treat the show the way I want to treat it? Not watch it, just steal all the colors. Burn. Let's reset. Let's see what would happen. What would be the evaluation? It's still pretty difficult to find colors, but that's what I would do if I was 100% free to do whatever I want. Creepiness engage. Let's find it. Alright, guys. The results are kind of shitty, but I'm gonna use them as a bonus, and we can do the math now. Game over for Dove. I did found some cool stuff, but it's very difficult. So it's kind of pointless just to look for things. Which is kind of funny that it's still better to just watch this series. And I'm gonna give it a 30-point bonus. Not very much, but still something. Resulting in garbage. But that's cool. Yeah, this is taking me forever, but here comes the finale, which is... I'm not ready for it because I want to spend more time, but now I have to spend less. Just to wrap up the video. Whatever the conclusion is gonna be. It was kind of trippy, not gonna lie. And it took a long time as well. And it seems worth it. I don't know. I probably expected the results, and Kira potential is like 3rd place out of 4. Yeah, that's the expectation. Let's see it. Wow, I got Justin Bieber in my fucking dream, dude. Oh, you want to also get 5,000 for it. Holy shit. What did he do? Somehow gathering people. And, like, it's supposed to, like, freeze them or something? I don't get it, man. I already forgot what the premise was. But it's like gathering people, like, almost like tweeting them to come. It's kind of like a party environment. I don't know. And so something's supposed to happen. Something really weird to all of them. It's stupid. 5,000. Congratulations, I guess. He made it. Pretty sure nothing describes Justin Bieber more than this. The best description I could find. Absolute beast. Alright. I also saw some, like, geometric patterns. Why did I slept for the 2nd time? Yeah, that's how long this video takes. It's ridiculous. Wow, I can't believe this miracle actually works. What would happen? Birthday. You can't actually search for, emoji, right? Yes, you can. You gotta search it the right way, and you actually can search for emojis. Which is very useful because birthday cake is like the sweetest thing that I create on this Discord. And if you want ridiculous level of knowledge, basically. Yes, there's some bullshit in between right now. Which is just basically keywords. But yeah, I have access to all these birthday cakes all at once, and it's really fucking satisfying. I thought I would have to, like, use the keyword of, like, cake, but I can easily find it. That is so good, bro. That is so good. Anyways, finale, boys. Let's find the Thundermans, wrap this up. Let's see what kind of insights we find. I just cleaned up my head because of the sleeping. I got nothing, man. I just know, like, yes, there's American values, as I've said. Every single person, like, are turned, like, into a celebrity, and they're ridiculously precious. And it's a big deal, like, you know, Americans have the biggest celebrities because it's the biggest country, technically, and most interconnected because English is the most popular language. So they have to have a factory of celebrities, and that's what Disney is. But beyond that point, those celebrities can still break down and lose their powers, or lose the reason why they were made in the first place that way, or the understanding of how precious they are, to not lose the image that has been given to them. But yeah. We'll see what the future holds, guys. These are still young and struggling people. I am struggling. I totally relate. I don't know when in my lifetime I'll be stops from struggling, you know? When that shit is gonna be fixed. Because, again, I need to make friends, and no one fucking knows how to do that. Or even understands the need to do that. Which is unbelievable. It's like you made friends in your life, alright? And now you stopped? You just stopped, bro? That is evil, bro. That is, you just let life decide, basically, who you entangle with, right? You have the internet. People have the internet, and they don't fucking find actual friends. Or don't even search. Don't even care. There's a lot of bullshit besides, even beyond this point, and it's like, it destroys me. But let's go make some friends, boys. Yes, you would think, like, oh, I'm just dating girls now, and that's fucking bullshit. And I'm not making friends. Well, those people or those concepts sit in the back of my mind. Just some cool things that I've seen, you know, in case I do make a friend and they need a request of what to do. I don't know. Well, actually, I just make content now, and you see everything that I do anyways. It's weird. Now it's weird. Now it's desperation. And I've never seen a person like, yes, people like are desperate for money, but my principles led me to believe that there's more to it. That there's even less resources that poor people have. They don't even have decent friends, unfortunately. And some of them are ridiculously lonely because they don't know what the fuck to do. They're just paralyzed in their little fucking comfort zone. And their comfort zone are not allowing them to socialize, which is just that is evil, man. But again, we're digressing. Hopefully, I'm not here to answer questions, because that's not what I expect to do. To answer all these questions, like, where do we go from here? But if Kira can do that, can answer me some question, that would be spectacular. I mean, she is superhero. What kind of problems is she supposed to solve? Also, yes, now I remember they have, like, superpowers as well. Like fire breath, freezing breath. I'm not sure why it's breath. Why they simulate dragon powers. And then there's, like, one more of some kind of power. I forgot. There has to be more, right? This is some weird shit. Let's jump in and evaluate. I had evaluated in the past, I imagine, but it doesn't matter, guys. It's not a big deal, because I didn't goddamn save it. Alright. And then, you know, Kira just distracted me into thinking about how cool she is. Wow. Again, I've said, like, the hottest, technically, the person, but because she's a psychopath, I have to say the coolest looking person, like, wow. And I have to say the coolest because she likes not wearing clothes, so that's a weird behavior, but psychopaths do that, so very interesting. Oh yeah, telekinesis, guys.
You can thank me later.
How about I thank you now?
This is some intense first minute, I'm not gonna lie. Look at this shit.
Alright, let's get you.
By the way,
Tell me that when I'm at Hero University and you're still living in our parents' basement talking to rabbits.
I love talking to rabbits, and I'm really surprised. People dare to call these fucking houses, basements, and maintaining these houses is a fucking nightmare as well. Yes, it is a little bit awkward to build a family here, where your parents live, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. I would start talking to rabbits, or whatever. Yeah, I just can't believe that this is what it came down to, and probably just come from America, this whole saying. You live in parents' basement. Yeah, this doesn't look like a basement to me, man. This looks like an exaggeration. And it's a fucking very expensive thing, alright? That only celebrities can afford to get out of their so-called basement. Because they're so fucking big. And they can afford it. And honestly, I don't even know if they can afford it. But, you know, they have to. They're just forced to afford it. With money and fame, they just gotta move out. But everyone else, yeah. Now it's outdated idea, isn't it? Oh boy. I don't want to rant about it. It's so weird, isn't it? The most intense 2 minutes I've ever seen. And I'm triggered. And I don't know how to feel anymore. What the hell is happening? Is this trigger comedy? Trigger? Is that how I supposed to call it? This is some cool shit, bro. Also, it's like very convenient because like the parents are there. You get to know the parents. You get to suck off their love as well. I don't see a reason why you can't start a family in a fucking basement. Alright? There's just some insecurities that make no sense, that cripple people for no fucking reason. But because they're not being questioned, I mean, they're just spread all over the place. A bunch of insecurities, and it pisses me off. It's like, what is happening, bro? Why is my job to break down people's stupidity? You know? Why am I the smart fucking guy, dude? Alright? And it gets even worse, because there's also insecurities called, I don't want to fucking change anything about my life. I want my life to suck really bad. Called very interesting insecurity. You know, I don't like smart people insecurity type of thing. And it's like, oh, well, I guess I'll never make friends. That's... Here we go. We went full circle. I only survived 2 minutes. I don't know, guys. I should wear a helmet. Absolutely. I should fucking wear a helmet. I was not wearing a helmet. Guys, what am I gonna do? Honestly, Kira probably requires a separate video. Fuck it, man. Kira kinda deserves it. You know? But we'll see, guys. This has to be consistent, alright? We still haven't finished the first evaluation. If the first evaluation is above 400, Kira gets a separate video. Congratulations. And so they start a snowball fight in an empty school, freezing their teacher because she was too boring, because they attended a class that they were not supposed to go to because there was nobody there. So, this is some weird shit, bro. This is some weird... My brain is melting. They trashed the school with snowballs. Like, this is some real fucking next level trigger shit. Like, what is happening? What, they can just do whatever the fuck they want? No! Stop it! My brain is also freezing. Ah!
Last do-si-do.
Obviously, they couldn't make it. But It's impressive, but you get the idea, you know. Or not. Trigger comedy is just good at the very beginning, and you'll get used to it and not care, I guess. I don't know. I mean, every time a beginning is triggering to begin with. But again, this is completely different style. This is some weird shit, man. Alright, so that's that. I shouldn't make more commentary, right? Like, it's gonna get boring, right? Because it gets so weird and stupid, and it's like, what the fuck? And there's so many little fucking stupid nuggets as well. Of like, this woman just, before walking in, she was caught on camera, and the children is like, who's that? And it's like, why do you care? How do you know that she's actually coming to this fucking room? And then the children actually, like, stole a very important item as well. For no reason. Just randomly. Just random and nonsense, and it just triggers you, like, to question, like, what? Why? Why did they do that? Why did they do that the whole fucking way? It pisses me off, actually. Holy crap.
Up anything.
The funny thing is, when it comes to Jewel, it's not why did they do that vibe about her. But technically, she picked up on the same vibe. But people outplayed her, where it's like, why did they do that to her, to hate her, to amplify her voice, to make her video go viral? She's not Justin Bieber or something, just a random person on the internet getting to a ridiculous extreme of virality out of nowhere, and it's like, what the fuck? It's a similar vibe, not gonna lie, but at the same time it feels like she was outplayed, or outplayed in order to play the same role, you know, to get her brain twisted. And now for the rest of her life, she's gonna do, why did she do that moments? Because it keeps happening, honestly. It keeps happening even though she tried not to do that, it feels like. So that is a weird one. And the reason why it's so relatable, I mean, wind people supposed to relate to each other. That's the reason why I thought it would make sense, and it does. It's weird, guys.
Yes, it is.
I can't stand this. This is insanity, bro. There's a bunch of chickens in his backyard, and one of them does this. Like, you can't make this shit up, man. What is happening? I can't. No, it's not funny. It's disastrous. It's insanity. My brain again is melting because it's insane. Oh my god. Also, this is technically the newest series, which is also ongoing right now for the 5th season or whatever. Why? Why? Why did you do that? Why did you exist in the first place? Hilarious, man. But yeah, oh my god. Stupid Disney princesses, man. In order to exist, they create the stupidest shit ever. It's like, oh, look at this Disney princess. And all the stupid shit that comes with it, you know? Ah, fantastic. That should be my screenshot, but, like, she's not leveling up anytime soon, man. Ah. Wait, Disney? No. No levels. You tell me I got so bored. No. No. I got bored and I watched the 15th episode. What the fuck is wrong with me, bro? Yeah, it's bad, guys. It could be even worse than with Dove, man. Because, like, there's There's literally nothing for me to look forward to. Like, literally nothing. The best way I can describe it is like, oh, everyone is anxious to like come up with ideas. So it's all just random nonsense. On top of them doing nonsense. Which I still can't understand. It's like the worst qualities. But you don't need worst qualities. It's like Dove Cameron, but worse. Because there's nothing. Little barren wasteland, dude. I guess level 4, guys. Can't reach that one. And you would think like after this the intense first 2 minutes is like, but no. It was a fluke, guys. Obviously. For some reason. I am distracting myself now, so I don't know. But it's pretty bad.
I put the oops.
Oh yeah, not to mention it's a goddamn family thing. It's not teenagers playing with each other and trying to have fun. No, man, it's a fucking family thing. Where they're not really using their superpowers, nothing really interesting happens. It's just more randomness, man. I can't stand it, bro.
And
boom, gold.
you see, we can use.
Yeah, I see. Basically, there's more to it, right? So, the randomness is mostly nonsense, and they kind of stick in the house. In their house, most of the action happens for some reason. But the funny thing is that you can learn from this show is what edginess is about. Edginess comes from, well, being bored. So I guess you need all these superpowers and all this nonsense going on and have a magical rabbit or whatever. And if you go to their basement, there's just a bunch of computer screens. And weird technology, I would imagine. It's weird. It's definitely random nonsense, but at least I've learned that, you know, maybe that's the reason why vampires say they're very old. Maybe they're just bored and they think time moves very slowly or whatever. To exaggerate that. It's weird shit, man. But at least I know where edginess comes from and how to help Jewel as well. Technically, all these people supposed to help her, you know, and everyone else with more insights for me personally, but you know, maybe this is like a secret recipe. So that's that. We figure out the premise of the show and how Kira plays into it, because she's supposed to be the edgelord of being a psycho or a wind person. I don't care, bro. It's all because of boredom. I love that. But this one is extreme case because I'm bored watching it, and all these little nonsense things that they can do are not interesting at all, and not funny either. It's not really comedy anymore when it's just nonsense, you know. It's like pathetic comedy. That would be the actual name if this was comedy, or like failed comedy. I don't know. Could be randomness comedy. Which makes me think that Dove did not, or was Liv and Maddie was not even comedy based at all. It was just randomness. And it wasn't comedy anymore. It's weird, right? Comedy is technically a win thing, but like this one's just a failure. Yeah. Let's move on. Finish this thing. I think I got the insights to some extent. I mean, I'm tired of this already. And Kira's not gonna get extra attention because I already wasted so much time on other girls. I'm sorry, man.
Sorry, I had to take a shower after the sun. I got space dust in my crater.
Yeah, like random nonsense. You don't know what the fuck is going on. There's no real psychological value to it. I mean, it's... I don't even know the personalities of people because it can't shine in these situations. It's almost like hyper trolling adventure. I don't know. And even like the bad guy, like I don't give a fuck. Like he appears, and that's cool. We all know who he is, and that's cool. The bad guy, and he turns back into normal because we're watching another Simpsons episode where everything has to go back to normal, and there's no continuation of anything. It's shit, bro. It's shit. It's the worst series, cause like you're so detached from reality at this point. It does feel like level 4, and Disney can't fucking handle level 4, man. It's way too high for them, which I completely understand. But why the fuck do you try? Why do you even try? Why do you even bother? Why did they reboot the fucking series, man? This year, like, what? Can you stop? Can you please not? Well, I can't even evaluate because I'm so bored I can't even do it. At some point it's just impossible. So, now I'm fully distracting myself. I want to complete quests and stuff. Baby.
I think I know why she left.
I think another problem is, like, again, it's a family nonsense. So it's like, there's kids in here. It's not all teenagers, and it sucks so bad. It sucks so bad having little children. Cause that shit just gets in the way. It's like, they can just do whatever the fuck they want, can they? And they have superpowers. Oh wow, so cute. And there's an introduction of even a smaller child than these. Like this gets fucking crazy, bro. Look at this shit. Like why? And she can teleport, guys. She's like a teleportation device. I mean, oh my god, I said my mind is melting, but like in a bad way. And now I'm bored at the same time. I don't have enough minds to enjoy this shit. It's the last episode I need to watch, and I probably can't even evaluate because it's really bad. But I'm gonna give a pity point because, you know, I'm entertained
The one who's
for
been
how
away
bad it
volunteering with the
is.
Earth Corps for 3 months?
Damn. Look at this shit, bro. An actually decent evaluation. That's... I don't know what it means. Dump Street, by the way, is the name. Like, so the premise was, there's two things happening, right? And both of them are mildly interesting. So there was a breakup happening. Again, psychological insanity. But there's like another Allison coming to school and shit like that. And then these little kids who can do whatever they want, but they want superhero training, obviously. Because everyone's bored in this fucking world. They need superpowers. So, they get trained by this little robot. Everything is just mildly interesting, dude. Cause now they're not like taking stupid things seriously. It seems. And again, breakup is pretty serious, and it destroyed him internally. Very relatable or something, I don't know. And he's trying to, replace it with, or Kira is trying to replace the breakup with something new, and it didn't work because she stole his bed and just weird things kept happening, but it was mildly interesting, and that's all it takes for a good episode. And apparently there's good and bad in this whole series, but because every single episode is like disconnected, or maybe I just don't pay attention enough, I don't know. But I literally was playing a game while watching the episode, and it was still that good. And I don't understand what's going on. Why some episodes flop and this one succeeded, I cannot actually tell you though. I can tell you what happened and kind of how I felt about it, but I don't know. I just don't know, man. It just somehow if it grabs your attention and it's interesting and the storyline is established, and I'm not oh, this is gonna be terrible. If I don't tell myself that, then maybe something can come out of it. If the plot is somewhat reasonable, I think that's what's going on. But besides that, I'm not gonna dig any deeper. Let's do the math. Let's get out of here. I already overstayed my welcome, which it shouldn't take 7 evaluations for every single girl. I mean, that's just absurd. But that's, every girl has at least 4 seasons of their shows. At least. So, 144. I'm gonna give a bonus 10, because I'm surprised. I should probably even, remove the lowest rated thing and recalculate. So that would be, minus that. Just out of respect of not expecting the last evaluation. It's not like it's the last episode, but it technically is the ending of series, and maybe they stepped up the game. I mean, this one's also pretty high, and I also didn't pay attention technically. So, or maybe I did. But, it came back to normal. But, the mid-series just complete boredom. Alright, let's see it here. Evaluate Nickelodeon. Actually, didn't I do the thing? It feels like I did, yeah. Thunderman were at 230. So it's not like this is the first time I do this. So is it gonna go up or down is the question. Thunderman. Ooh, oh shit, oh my god, that's the wrong one. I have to say Thundermans, and I have to do it properly. Times 6. Here you go. I'm not sure if I can yeah, it went lower, and it's understandable. Now that I understand the plot. And I kinda challenged it a little bit more. And I watched a lot of shit previously. It just dipped just a little bit lower. It probably, the average was 220. Let's double check the average. I'm still curious, basically. The average was 220. Yeah. Fair enough. As I've said, it's in the middle of the evaluations. So, we got 260 in the highest one, 311. And this one is third place because I'm psychic like that. I know exactly what's going on, guys. No, I did not expect to actually understand the vibe. The first few evaluations, like looking back into the past, like I knew they were using superpowers, but now I see it for what it is. Maybe there's some underlying meaning that I could talk about, but we're already over time. It's a great team. I love every girl separately and combined. Well, not combined yet. Actually, I didn't combine them yet. But they seem awesome. They seem inspiring. I hope. But the war is on, man. For now, Holy 4 is like the stronger one by far. We'll see about that, you know. Maybe Taboo is gonna make a comeback. Who knows? Maybe being edgy is pretty cool and is less boring, you know. Because it got more and more boring, and I got really scared because of that. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, oh yeah, and Kira needs to link up. See you guys next time, basically. As you know. Oh, no. Link, Kira, and Nickelodeon. We made a few evaluations. 4, 6. So that's 13 in total. More points. Alright, bye guys. Again, I wanted to spend extra time, but I won't do that. And I don't even know how to, actually. Besides, like, watching extra episodes and trying to figure out what is the mystery behind the difference of the first episode and then the last episode I watched. And it's like, why? But why? Why am I so interested in these random episodes? That is weird. That is a mystery. Well, see you guys. Yeah. You get the idea.